In this demo, I'll walk you through some of the latest improvements we've made to the AlgoRaider strategy builder, with a focus on AI-powered strategy creation, capital allocation, and built-in risk management. Once you clean up the strategy builder layout, the canvas becomes completely clean and easy to work with. On the AI side, you can see that we have the strategy prompt, along with dedicated controls for risk management, capital allocation, and risk tolerance per trade. Let's take a simple example. Suppose I enter a prompt saying, create an iron fly strategy in NIFTY for next week. When I generate the strategy, AlgoRaider automatically understands the context of the request. It identifies NIFTY as the underlying instrument and recognizes that this is an Indian market strategy. You can also see the rupee symbol under capital allocation, which means the platform has automatically identified the appropriate market and currency context. Now, let's say I enable capital allocation and define a maximum risk of 5%. This is where one of our smart innovations comes in. When the AI generates the strategy, it doesn't just create the individual trading legs. It also understands the capital and risk parameters that you have defined and incorporates them directly into the generated strategy template. So, based on your capital allocation and maximum risk, AlgoRaider calculates the maximum risk amount and creates a universal exit condition for the strategy. Now you can see that the iron fly has been generated. The platform has automatically calculated the required number of lots based on the available capital and the risk parameters. It has also created a universal stop loss or exit condition based on the 5% maximum risk that we defined earlier. If we open the Edit Variables section, you can see the calculated number of lots, the risk percentage, the maximum risk amount, and other variables used by the strategy. This means the user doesn't have to manually calculate position sizing or separately define risk controls. AlgoRaider takes these parameters into account while generating the strategy itself. And this is an important part of what we are building. Risk management is not an afterthought. It is embedded directly into the strategy creation process. Once you're satisfied with the strategy, you can save it, for example, for the next week's expiry. From there, you can go to the deployment section and run the strategy directly with your connected broker. Once deployed, the strategy becomes visible on your dashboard, where you can monitor your strategies and their execution status. We've also added an important broker connectivity feature. If you see a notification that your broker authentication token is expiring, you can simply go to the profile page and renew the connection. Depending on the broker, you may need to unlink the existing connection and then relink or re-authenticate your account. This helps ensure that your broker connection remains active and your strategies are ready for execution. So, with AlgoRaider, the goal is not simply to convert a natural language prompt into an algorithm. The platform understands the instrument, market, capital allocation, position sizing, and risk tolerance, and brings all of these together while creating the strategy. That gives traders a much smarter and more controlled way to move from an idea to a strategy that is ready to deploy.